Hello, Aquarius. This is Dee with Metaphysical Moonlighters, and this is your February 2019 horoscope. And I'm not sure why my webcam is not coming on. It's like it's not working right now. I apologize. So, you may or you may not see me on the video because I'm not sure if it's just not working or if it's just not showing up on my screen right now. But anyway, this month I am bringing you pictures from my visit to Rio de Janeiro. I visited Rio a few years ago, so those are going to be the pictures in the background slides. And I do have one video as the last slide, so hang around for the last video. Now, this first slide is a picture of the Christ the Redeemer statue. This is a huge statue. If you can look at the base of the statue, you will see probably hundreds of people down there. So you can get an idea of how huge this statue is. But it is a popular place to visit while you are in Rio. The views from this area are absolutely amazing. And it sits on the top of a mountain, and you have to travel by vehicle halfway up the mountain. And then once you get halfway or almost to the top, you take escalators and elevators up. And then towards the back of the statue at the base, there is like a worship temple at the very back. But it is an amazing place to visit. When you visit, I do recommend that you visit as early in the day as possible because it does get hot up there and it gets very crowded. Okay, so let's go on. Now, getting into your forecast, remember the dates that you see on the screen are the exact dates. However, you can feel the energies from these aspects and from these planetary movements before the actual date and even after the actual date, especially if you are very intuitive and if you are sensitive to energies. And also, depending on whatever else is going on in your chart, you may or may not feel the energies from these aspects. So just keep that in mind. Now, on February 1st, we have Mars in a square to Pluto. So for you, this is happening in your area of life that can deal with your communication style and also your spirituality. So the energy of Mars in a square to Pluto, you might be tempted to take shortcuts, but it is not recommended because the energy of Mars squaring Pluto, it can be a very intensely creative period or it can be very destructive. So, this is not a great time to omit any steps that you need to take. Now, on February 2nd, we have Venus in a trine to Uranus. Okay, so for you, this is happening in your area of life that deals with your friendships and also that deals with your communication style. So, this is going to be a time where you want excitement. You will be communicating to your friends about the type of excitement you want to have in your life. Also, any love affairs that tend to um, take off at this time, they will happen fast. It will be as if you have known the person all of your life. Now, on February 3rd, we have Venus entering Capricorn. And this is going to be a time where you find yourself putting forth more effort in your spirituality. And this background slide, the picture, this is a picture of the sidewalk in Copacabana area. Okay, because the two main beaches in Rio are Copacabana and Ipanema. I mean, there are other beaches, but these are the two most popular beaches. So the Copacabana sidewalk, if you can see my cursor on the screen, this is the Copacabana sidewalk. It looks like a bunch of waves. And when you are in the Ipanema area, where this is the Ipanema beach, where my cursor is, when you are in the Ipanema area, the sidewalk looks very different. So that's why I took a picture of the sidewalk so that you can see the differences in the sidewalks. Now, the new moon is going to be in Aquarius on February 4th. It's going to happen at about 4 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. Now, For you, Aquarius is in your area of your life that deals with your outlook on life, your personality, your demeanor. So those are great things for you to focus on at this new moon. However, I did pull one card for you, Aquarius, and this is from the Trust Your Vibes deck. And your message for this new moon, you have the Mentors and Role Models card. So I'm just going to read a little bit from this book the card came with. Okay, so it says, if you've heard that being intuitive is a special gift only for a select few, then you've been misinformed. Once you start paying attention to your vibes, you'll see that there are creative, artful, sixth sensory people all around, and they look normal except for one thing: they shine. If you hesitate to step out of the closet as a sixth sensory person, look for these mentors to inspire you to navigate the psychic highway with more confidence and ease. Seek out public people who demonstrate that being sixth sensory can indeed be graceful, creative, supportive, and fun. Role models for intuitive living are not that hard to find. They're the people who are ethical, humanitarian, and spontaneous. Their auras sparkle, they laugh out loud, and their enthusiasm for life is infectious. They encourage you to enjoy life, okay? So that's your message. Either you need to be a mentor to someone else, or you need to seek out a mentor and role model. Now, this background picture is a picture of myself and my husband, and then also me on the side. This is in the Escondaria Celeron area. It's a very artsy, laid back area. The vibe is just awesome. There are people at the foot of the steps that play drums, that sell homemade goods. It's shady, it's breezy. So it's kind of like a different scenery from being on the beach. Um, Now, the tiles on these steps were laid by one man. He was a local artist who lived in the area, and he tiled the entire area, and it's just full of different art pieces. And if you travel far enough up the steps, you will find yourself in a favela area. And a favela is like a ghetto in Rio. And there are tours that you can take that will show you around the different favelas. Now, my husband and I, we chose not to take any tour around the favela only because we were not sure if the money goes back to that community. If the money from, that you give to the tour company, we're not sure if it goes back to the community. So we just felt like it might have been exploiting the favela community. But anyway, this Celeron area is a very artsy area. You can just go there, sit on the steps, and watch people go by. Really cool area. So I do recommend you visit this area when you visit Brazil, when you visit Rio, basically. Now, on the 10th, we have Mercury entering Pisces. For you, this is happening in your area of your life that deals with material possessions. So, the energy of Mercury entering Pisces is that you will find yourself not paying too much attention to details. So, just keep an eye on that because it's in the area of your life that can deal with your finances, Aquarius. Now, on February 12th, we have Mars in a conjunction to Uranus. So, this is a time where you need to watch out for making rash decisions. Okay. And then on the 14th, Mars enters Taurus. When Mars enters Taurus, for you, this is happening in your area of your life that deals with your home and your family life. So, this is a great time for everyone of every sign to go on a fast. Because if you think about it, Taurus is the sign that can be stubborn. So if there's anything that you need to be stubborn about in your life, this is the time to do it. And when you fast, you have to be stubborn and stay away from certain foods or things. So this is a perfect time for everyone to fast when Mars enters Taurus. Now, the picture on this slide, this is a picture of me, and I'm on the Ipanema Beach area. If you can look at the sidewalk, you will see that it is the Ipanema sidewalk. And although we stayed in the Copacabana area, I don't know why I didn't put any pictures of the Copacabana beach area in any of the slides, but we stayed at the Miramar Hotel. It was a really nice hotel, and the Miramar Hotel provided us with umbrellas, chairs, um, towels to go and take to the beach. So if your hotel doesn't provide you with that, there are areas on the beach where you can rent those things. You can rent umbrellas, you can rent chairs on the beach. And there are also restaurants spread out. There are also restrooms spread out along the beach. Now, on the 18th, we have Venus in a conjunction to Saturn. And this is an energy where it's going to be great for you to reflect on your spirituality because Venus in a conjunction to Saturn is happening in the area of your life that deals with your spirituality. It also deals with secrets. So this is a great time for you to do some self-reflection, Aquarius. And then the sun enters Pisces on the 18th. This is going to be a great time for everyone to tell the Pisces happy birthday because it will be Pisces season. Now, on the same day, Mercury will be in a conjunction to Neptune. And again, this is happening in the area of your life dealing with your finances. So the energy of Mercury in a conjunction to Neptune, it is going to be great for expressing ideas related to your finances. Any ideas related to your finances that have been floating around in your head, this is going to be a great time for you to express those ideas. It's also a great time for any type of occult activities. Now, this is the Ipanema Beach in this picture. Really, really beautiful, nice beach. Everyone is nice. You're just having a great time. Now, this is a picture of Caratao. It's a classic Brazilian grill. It kind of reminded me of Fogo de Chao. Now, you know, Fogo de Chao is a Brazilian restaurant. So just imagine eating at a classic Brazilian grill in Brazil. The food was amazing, delicious. So if you visit Rio, I definitely recommend that you check this place out. It's called Caratao. Now, on the 19th, we have a full moon in Virgo at about 2:50 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Now, for you, Aquarius, this is happening in the area of your life that can deal with your transformation. It can also deal with your shared resources. So this is a great time if you have any negativity you need to release surrounding your transformation or surrounding your shared resources. This is a great time for you to release those feelings on the 19th. And then we have a conjunction on the 22nd. Venus will be in conjunction to Pluto. So this is happening in your area of your life that can deal with secrets, that can deal with spirituality. And the energy of Venus in a conjunction to Pluto is that you will want intensity in your relationships. So just watch out for that. Now, this is a picture of me with the Christ Redeemer statue in the background. And so that's everything I have for you. I still have one last video to show you, but please like this video, share the video on social media, subscribe to the channel. Now, if you want a personal astrological forecast, book it on my website, metaphysicalmoonlighters.com. And also check out this new Daily Horoscope app. It's from Cheetah Mobile. I do have the links in the description box, so check those out. And now I'm going to show you this video. We took a helicopter tour in Rio. And this video is the portion of the tour where we were circling around the Christ Redeemer statue. Mhm. And look at, you can just imagine how huge the statue is. When you look at the video and you look at the people at the base of the statue, it's amazing. It is huge. Okay. So that's everything I have for you this month, Aquarius. So I hope you have a great month. And until next month, make it a great month.